Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing the Forgotten Archetype. Even though it was so popular, nobody plays Grixis anymore. And we will take it one step further. Lord Xander, the Collector, a control deck, and the counterspells. If that's not crazy in standard, I don't know what is. You will see Lord Xander used multiple times in this video, so it will be very cool. Alright, let's go into games. You want to see all those cards in action, and let's do it. Have fun, guys. Our land base sucks, and our draw is not very good right now. Oh wow, we are against Mono Red, the most impressive deck in Standard. I know that you don't know what the deck does, because it's a fresh one, so we will just guide you through everything. Basically, this deck plays cards that are highlighted every single turn, and then they have this orange icon. It says Mythic or Mathic. They usually don't know what's that, but it looks better, so they keep playing cards until they see it. And then when you see it, you can actually play Magic again. That's that's the high-level analysis for today. Alright, we don't have double blue, and we probably want to try to hit Negate on something. Let's see if that's a Godric. Of course, Godric is the literally best draw they can have for this turn. Squee is way better for us, though. Invasion of Tarkir, that's an interesting one. I think we negate it, just because it will be very hard to find the target while being so, pressured on tempo. They didn't go to combat phase, they have something more. It might be a creature. What creature they wouldn't play? Like, everything buffs them, right? So if I cast this and they Monstrous Rage, I probably lose, but I have to. Okay. What gave it away is that this didn't feel like a priority, and it means it's something at sorcerer speed. I don't know what. But I'll take it. Alright, and now we actually can counter stuff, and Sheoldred will be probably game closer. But we need a land for it. So, continuing. Now this is the stage where Mono Red player moment. We'll continue with a joke, just a moment. I think that this could be a good target for the ending. Because I don't want this to be hitting me anytime soon. So I will take this 2 damage from Swift Spear. Squee and all of those are annoying, but I think this is a Dragon sub-team with Tarkir, and they play more than one. See, that was another one in the hand. They will draw something, but I don't want to have Flying Hasters like this, they are super annoying. Mechanized Warfare, alright. Well, so much cool cards in one deck, that's crazy. Alright. 2 damage for the turn. A tapped land. Not exactly what I wanted, but I guess we'll take it. We kinda have to. I really wanted to play Sheoldred, so that's a huge blow to our game plan. And he can just keep playing Sukenzan, right? Is that a counterspell? No, because we... Oh boy, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. Sheoldred won't hit the tokens, but I think it's still worth it. Like, the damage that we are saving is huge here. And we can use this as a blocker, and that's it. He will keep playing those. Oh man, that's so good. Okay, that's insanely good. This doesn't flip for the next turn. So we just play the Devils, and we say go. This means that every Devil trades for 2 of his cards basically, so that's really good. Man, the game is still going, and we are lower and lower. How many cards? 3? 5. It has to be in opponents. Opponent, yeah. Interesting. I guess on the next turn, so we clear this, but we still have a blocker, so I think we will take it. It's just 1 damage. So we got the maximum value and also have some, blockers. And you need to work so hard to just, kill Mono Red playing random cards. I cannot believe this deck still exists. So what do we do? It will hit stuff on the next turn, we can counter. Yeah, I think it's fine, especially that we can use the vents. I need to highlight it because mono red player might not realize. Okay, I think that should be enough because I don't want him to attack me. And then I cast Memory Deluge and I stabilize fully. Maybe we hit Sheoldred, the other one, the life gain one. Well, alright then. Alright then. Instead of getting 2 damage and giving him the battle, we just go like this. He should attack, and then we block. And now he has exactly nothing. And we have a 4-5. So that should help a little bit. He's playing at full oh no, weird. Like, he has only 1 target for sacrifice, so I don't think he should have priority. Land like a decent person. Or just randomly, the one card that gives him exactly the lethal on exactly our card. Man, how they draw cards is just insane. Are you serious right now? I think we go with the Devils because they make a better job at blocking than just sweeping Kumano. We can trade 2 for 1 and still have 1 extra, so it's better than just going 1 for 1. I cannot believe this is the first time he got this card in the whole game. Exactly the moment when he top deck against Sheoldred. No way. This is Monstrous Rage probably. Man, this guy knows how to draw cards from the top. Alright, what was the attack? Alright, I guess there's a card. We start with this and we see what we hit. Oh, I need to pay myself, so in that case we actually play differently. Man, it's so hard to just, you know, kill a mono red player just playing cards that he draws. Alright, finally, a land. So we take something that can be cycled and the removal because that's the only choice we have right now. And we cycle this one. We want some counterspells, so now we want counterspells. Instead of before, and we keep playing. If he plays a now he needs a burn spell, and we need to hit Celestus or Sheoldred to life gain back to 5 or 4, and that's our win con. Oh boy, 2 cards and some lands. A dream for mono red player. Cool, super cool. Guys, he played a haste on top of a creature. That's crazy. Man, I cannot believe they're making so long for those obvious decisions. Like, is there anything obvious? Yes, if you have Lightning Strike, you play it now. That's easy. So, Jace, pretty slow. So we definitely take Celestus. Honestly, we'll take just more Memory Deluge. This is how we win the game. And I guess I don't need it, right? Alright, and this is how we win. We go to the night time. We can cycle the card. I like this card in the graveyard. And now we play this without the bargain. We have go for the throat if we want to. And now we can draw and discard another card because we played 2 spells in this turn. And we definitely don't need this one. And as we discussed, Celestus is the win con. This live game means they cannot ever come back from this. And oh no, again 2 cards. So many decisions. I'm happy we don't have Devastator. They would actually be lethal every single time. Probably the worst decision you can make. I'll take it. Sure, my friend, sure. Why would you ever target this? And now we go into the night time, which is super cool. In this way, you can actually just keep playing the whole game without a win con and just wait for whatever you draw at some point, because they cannot burn you. You can fully stabilize and you have more cards than them. You can nullify whatever they have. Well, maybe except a Chandra. So I go for the big one, right? Well, that will be annoying. I guess the game is still going then. Sure, what is the card? A mountain. Deserved. So we want to go from huge Memory Deluge. I guess I should just try to close the game with double Jace probably at some point. I didn't think he will stay in the game for so long, but apparently 4. Let's go for the Reef. That should help a little bit. Alright. And we would love to... No, we don't need to. We just go for this, and we double life gain. And here it is, the win con. Another one. Another one. Do we want to play Sheoldred right now? We probably do, because we can still go for the fraud. Normally I play it when I can draw cards instantly, but I don't think he has counterplay. He has Destroying Things and Nahiri Warcrafting. Those are the only 2 cards in the whole deck.
So I'm a little
And they usually don't play too many of those. 1 or 2 should be, you know, the thing. And when we can draw all of those cards with Sheoldred, that will be way over his burn range. Man, we're still going against this mono red, that's crazy. But alright, finally, a true win con. Rounded down, really? I pay 7 mana 3 colors for rounded down. So be it, so be it. It's so much better to just not do it, man. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Alright, and we keep up stuff. We will go with Sheoldred here. Make sure that we win in two turns against Chandra. And we have our big blocker. I could live game, but I don't need to, so we'll just go Memory Deluge or go for the fraud. Xander, definitely a powerhouse that will close the game finally. That's why we have one. Like, Jace is okay, but usually I don't want to invest the first Jace, just, you know, milling everything. Because you usually have not too much value in your hand after you try to solve the mono red. Now they will draw 2 cards a turn, but at this point we can draw more than they can. And don't forget, their cards suck, like they don't do anything. So even if you draw 2 cards and your opponent draws 2 cards, yours are pretty much way more powerful. Yeah, the golden eggs are still here, don't you worry. Oh no, again 2 cards, infinite possibilities. Just... We could leave computer AFK at night, and when we get back he might have a suspicion of what the best play is, but you know, nothing sure, nothing sure. Great, you did it. I mean, you are dying on the next turn, but you did it. Unless he activates the Foundry. And we can also mill half of his library, so that's very close. I think if we stack triggers correctly, we win. On the mill side, how much damage it is? So he will block this, so that won't be enough. So we are going with the mill plan probably. I actually want the land more than anything else. Alright, and we make sure that finally this has been solved. So, first things first, we activate this. It's a Black Shark. It's super cool. And I guess we just force the lethal first, right? And first we mill half the library, then we mill 4 cards. We are definitely working for this win. And you know what? We are doing a holy mission, because mono red never expected you can play Magic for so long in your life. Like, they are just bamboozled. What's going on? Where's the victory or defeat screen? Like, why am I here? Why the next game is not cute? Like, what's going on? You can tell me in the comments if I'm too mean for mono red, but come on, they know they are the villain when they queue up. Whenever you go for mono red, you know that you have a role to fulfill. You are the villain of the story. I mean, 1 Jace is as good as 2. And let's go for fun animation. I heard you like squeeze in the graveyard, so I gave you all of them. And we actually won by milling. We milled mono red. Oh my god. Tell me in the comments if you enjoyed this one, because that was something else. absolutely better. We definitely want to be prepared with Dissipate. Yeah, this would be so much better on the play because we could Deluge way faster. Unless this... Okay, this is weird. Are you an Atraxa deck or something else? Let's go for the blue mana. And we have some red. Yeah, alright. We just need more time because we are behind by being on the draw, right? That's a huge deal, especially when you have card advantage ready. So for example, that last turn we would cast Memory Deluge already to this board state. He would play the Restoration and now I would have 2 extra cards. So you can see how much of a difference it is. I'm not casting Deluge because I need to keep up the counterspell. I only have 4 mana total. So for this reason I'm really behind in everything. He also ramped, I think. He has a little bit too much, man, and I didn't miss land drops. Yeah, so normally if I had 6 mana, for example, I could cast Memory Deluge and just, you know, try to answer something. Right now bad things can happen and I still need to play into them. So I think we're in an extremely bad situation. We need him to whiff at few points. Alright. I'm definitely taking the end. I have enough lands. But we can go with the Advance or this. I think we go with the Launch because it's a bit easier. Like we can cycle at the end step. And that's super important. Oh, I need to cast something. Well, it is what it is. I need to keep up the counter spell. So you can see we have so many cards that we cannot even try to play them. And the only upside of being on the draw is having 1 extra card. So you can see that we don't even care about it. But tempo, we are absolutely choking on tempo. Like, we cannot play anything we want every single turn. So we need to stop him in tracks. Try to play a few more cards. Alright, so this will be a huge creature and some Cardo. I mean, this can be very strong card. 1 or fewer card. I don't think he can dump all of the cards, right? Probably. Scry 2, draw 2 cards. I mean, this is probably worth you have a counterspell. Don't forget we have more in the deck. And he also plays counterspells, it seems. Make Disappear, I would guess. I mean, it's kinda okay. Not the perfect one, but if that's the case, we'll work with it. Well, enjoy your cards, because if you don't have instant removal, this will hurt. Alright, first card. And now we can draw 2 more. So that was the emergency play when I saw this card. It was like, maybe I just play Shaw and, you know, try to pressure him a bit more. I don't think this will survive, but I think it will be sorcerer speed removal. Exactly like this. Alright then, so we don't have the card, we will kill Behold the Unspeakable. Vision of the Unspeakable, so it has different name, that's very important. Let's play the tap land. This one has more options and we don't need the colors as much. Right, he's not very heavy tapped, especially in the blue mana, so we can play our stuff on the next turn. We definitely will need to work for it. Man, I wish Magic was always like this. It's so much better. Alright, let's force a hard counterspell. It doesn't do anything, right? Alright. Is there anything we don't like in his graveyard? I definitely take Negate, it's insanely good card. And we have removal with the end, right? So I think it's Kotose. I will go for the maximum value here. And this is for each card, so every time he plays a card, it's worse for him. So I could also combine those two, but I don't need to do anything right now. I can just play a dance step with the end. 6 damage is acceptable. He should attack first, right? If he plays a land, like he misses 1 damage. Honk for the day. Sir. Well, this is a card. Alright, so they won't have all those abilities. Yeah, but even if we kill Zord, this will stay. Alright then. Oh, it's an enchantment. I like it. I like it. And I think we just take 5 damage and see what happens. It's 5? Oh, I see. I see. That's pretty smarty. Can we work around it somehow? I can kill this, but nothing more. What are you? Only 10-10? That's a cool combo, by the way. This will remove the hexproof. And if he wants to, you know, do something, it will be less cards in his hand, so that's why we're doing this. And this can flicker. But I cannot counter it right now. Well, annoying, not gonna lie. So we whiff. Alright, 9 damage, but still. I can kill it, and he has only 1 card. Alright, let's go. I think we need to try to hit easier removal. If we cannot, it's fine. Okay, this was the extra card. Good, 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 good. So we go for Virtue of Persistence. Like, we need to work for this win. And that's also a protection spell? No way, man. No way. I have a Negate, so I don't super care, but man, it feels like he has something, right? And we'll kill it while he's tapped, of course. Because we have, look at all of this value. We can get a lot. And we can counter his next big spell while having 2 extra mana for a Make Disappear. Okay, good. He needs to whiff for a second. Yeah, I think we should have this under control overall. We just need a little bit more time. Scrap that. I guess he's getting his creatures. Well, this is a nice draw. A really nice draw. It answers everything, right? He cannot even try to sacrifice this one, because then I get Showback, and he definitely doesn't want this. And this Negate makes sure that whatever he is up to shouldn't work. And now we have it. Man, I have to say, I'm super happy with Sheoldred so far. I cannot counter it, man. It's not counterable. This is insanity. Oh boy. Like, I should definitely prepare for uncounterable non-creature spells as well. Bro, please go away. Like, chill. For a single moment, chill and just let me play the game. Oh boy, he has everything so far. Only 2 cards, they definitely shouldn't be best. He can attack with the Touch of Spirit Realm, but it's only a 3/3 with Death Touch, so it's not the best deal. Don't tell me he also has something for this. Alright, good, good. I have so much value, but I just need time to, you know, play everything. And when I am getting attacked by multiple creatures with hexproof and 11/11 in stats and abilities that creates, you know, more creatures, like, it's hard to draw cards, you know? Alright, only 2 cards. It shouldn't be hard. He either has something or he doesn't have something. I'm waiting. Tarako, what's up? Are we doing the thing? Alright, he actually killed it himself. So sure, I would. You know what? I don't have anything else to do. Let's see if maybe something will be messed up. Not really. Alright, so he got shorted. He has 1 card. We're at 13. And oh boy, we worked for this one. We absolutely worked for this one. So, is there a card that I would like to have? Behold, the Unspeakable is a very nice one. Can I play it? I lack 1 mana, right? Yeah, I lack 1 mana. I can go for 4 mana something. You know what? What are my creatures? 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 Nothing. Nothing. I guess we could go for Memory Deluge and go like there, because we can force him to sacrifice stuff. I don't see any good value here for us right now. So I think I will just say, do your worst. Those are the cards. I will... No, make Dissipate doesn't make any sense here. This does. I just need one more mana for the next turn. And of course he can cast stuff right now, but that's the only turn. Later we can start doing our thing. And finally, the onslaught is over and we take over the game. Let's play the land. What about this one? This card to the owner's control, but it's only artifact or creature, because he can absolutely hijack it. I think with a counterspell I will first cast Memory Deluge, even though I could activate all those things, but it's fine. Now we are in control and we are getting more of it. That's probably a win con, so I'll take it. And still having a counterspell. You can see that's very easily we're recovering right now. Let's go for Kotose. I will give him probably this turn because it's hard to have 13 mana, so we'll just go with Kotose. And then we play the Cool Saga on the same turn. That means we draw more cards later, unless he tries to, you know, somehow get it back. Alright. Lockdown. Otawara! Are you serious? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm really glad I've seen this one. Because if I cast it, he would just Otawara at the end step and we would give him the fuel. You know what, my friend? I changed my mind. I absolutely changed my mind. We're going with Jace right now. You can have your Behold Unspeakable. And do we draw cards? No. We Milia. So you can Otawara now the Jace if you would like to. And we keep up the counterspell, of course. Well, that's a draw. I don't think he has shown that he plays this card before, so I didn't really care about it, but apparently we're helping our new friend as much as we can. But it won't be enough, right? Yeah, they don't really have any place. This is what happens when our opponent finally whiffs. And now... I mean, we can just stack this Jace, right? A little bit. This doesn't have read ahead. So, I think we go like this and just try to pressure him from two sides. He can use the lockdown, but, you know, it's painful. It's painful. And it doesn't hit the Spire. So as you can see, we can create a lot of pressure absolutely out of nowhere, and we are not even fully tapping. Let's scry and see our... I mean, it kinda does the job. Let's take it. Let's take it. Oh man, like the start was really scary. And all of his cards basically are uncounterable because they are all channeled abilities. So I couldn't even protect my creatures and my stuff like I normally would against normal deck. So they kinda went below what we normally do. And we still have a counterspell, so that's super important, sure. It's not a card you really care about. It's just, you know, a bait. And our man creatures will absolutely win this game. So we can go for 6. We can already kinda win. But, oh man, I have to win, alright. You will be mad if I don't. Let's go for 2. And force our opponent to, you know, mill this Memory Deluge and get some value. We play the Jace because we know there's Negate, so even if that's a hard counterspell, we still resolve Jace. We go for 5. And we say, my friend, go for it. I believe in you. Look at this guy. Every time he has just the right card that nobody else plays except him. And we came prepared. You are still meaning the stuff, but...
I will shatter your mind.
That was the weirdest game ever. 2 attackers. Sure, I will go to attackers. 2 damage. Crazy stuff. Let's see our card from the top. We just got a time walk, basically. Of course it doesn't matter. Our opponent needs to kill us with this single card. And I don't... Man, I would never expect the Search of Salvation for the last Jace. And this is one of the reasons sometimes I'm just not going for those Leafars unless I'm super sure that I have everything covered. Because things like this can happen. That was wildest game of the day, but I hope you enjoyed this. Going first. We will cast and play the Triumph, not cast. Just I think we played against this guy. Not sure what he had, and we will go with this one because it can fix our draws for the later. And I don't think we're under so much pressure. Sure. Well, we have double blue. So I think we just counter whatever he plays. I could kill it, but there is a risk he's playing 3 mana, good spell. And that will be a problem. See? Way better. Way better. And now he can play a land and do nothing with it. Perfect. Oh boy, I'm excited. Oh man, I was too excited probably. So we can go with Jace and give him the chance. Is that fight rigging deck? I don't know what deck it is, but it definitely likes ramping. So if I play Jace, my next turn is way better. Alright, I'm going for it. This feels like something that uses lands to attack. Like, both of the cards we have seen can make all the lands, you know, into attackers. So that's interesting. Let's honk for unknown, for the mystery that will unravel during this game. This is the moment when we are really vulnerable. I really hope nothing bad happens to us. But 6 toughness is a lot. Alright, so he can go for this one. We can kill Ren. I really didn't hope... I hope that he won't draw 2 of them, but you know, what can you do? But I think we can still make it. One of the good parts about the charm. You could say that we have the charm. Haha. Alright, so we're not in best situation. But what do we do here? If I plus Jace, I guarantee that it shouldn't die, even if they use this to create a creature, right? And they really seem to be banking on this kind of strategy. But please don't draw the 3rd one. I'm really not prepared for the 3rd one. So it seems those cards aren't lands. Scary. Manual tap for the 1 mana he has everywhere. Alright. You definitely probably want to use Forest for this instead of a Triumph. Alright. He is investing a lot, but I need to keep drawing lands. Very nice. That's a good draw. So, what do we do? What do we do? I think we just go for the Throat. We can torch the tower Mishra's Foundry. And I mean, let's do it now, right? Nah. I will tell you why. Because if he wants to deal this 3 damage, he needs to spend half of his mana. And I'm all for it. Because this is the turn when I really want to, you know, clear the board from everything annoying. And I don't want to risk he will play another creature that is way better than the Lone Speaker. For example, some Wild Turtle. Please, Wild Turtle. Don't be like this. Oh, it's just a tap. Alright then. He still gets the value, unfortunately. Maybe I should wait until he triggers this. I probably should. Torch the tower, not super great. Literally everything he's playing so far has more than 2 toughness. Alright. Lone Speaker, not the worst. I mean, we are fighting. That's a very good card. Very late, but very good card. Do your worst, my friend. I need a land for this turn, that's why I'm doing, you know, this kind of play. I need to play a land. No way I play the land. What? Wait. Okay. Good. I was so shocked. I kinda, to be honest, guys, I really want to play Lord Xander. Alright then. This will be interesting. I need to consider that maybe Lord will actually attack this game, not sure. We're at 20, so we have more time. And he's serious about it. When you attack with the Loam Speaker, you know it's serious. Alright. Okay. Free card, but not the best one. Still, free card. Let's go! This is exactly why I was Memory Deluging last turn. And oh boy, we have a Lord on our hands. This is your control, bro. So you have to, you know, make an appearance. Alright. In my world, I already won. When you play Lord Xander, the Collector, it feels like a win already. Alright. Man, if I can hit one time, that's 20 cards. That's 20 cards. When it dies, he needs to sacrifice quite a lot of stuff, but he can just go with the Loam Speakers and Iron Crack, keeping all the value plays, so I don't think it super matters. I don't think it super matters. Don't forget we have these vents, but probably very hard to activate when he puts so much pressure every turn. No, instantly. It's funny that he played it, rounded down, so it... Yeah, it kinda doesn't make a difference, I guess. Well then. I hope that we will be able to attack once, but apparently not. And I wish I had torched the tower here. That was Glissa. Alright. I probably really won't burn down the house. I mean, it doesn't answer everything yet. Alright, so what is the play? What is the play? Double Jace won't do it. And that's a lot of damage already. Alright then. Man, it's getting scary. It's getting scary. You can definitely feel the difference between not having Farewell and having Farewell. Alright, 2 lands. He can cycle one of them. What is he playing? A lot of land creatures. Well, the double, what was this? Ren was really harsh. And I guess I take 11 damage, which is bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I think we kinda have to. Not sure how we win then, to be absolutely honest. Do we just go Memory Deluge, the small one, and try to hit a removal? Alright, I guess it gives us a little bit better chance at, you know, managing stuff. Well, Shelly is nice. It kills the Sunslayer. And Kotose can get something. Like go for the throat. I mean, I'll take it. I don't think they win though. I needed an instant spell. Yeah, I guess I could also torch the tower to kill Ren. I'm not sure if there was a moment for it, but if that's 3 loyalty after plussing, it means that it had to be at 2. Yeah, and I think I had 1 spare mana, so misplay on my part, but it won't make a huge difference. Like, we need to work here mostly. I mean, if we can draw a Jace, we win. Alright, Awaken the Woods. Probably not the card you want here. Jace. Not quite. Not quite. But this is pretty good overall. It also means that he doesn't have removal in the whole deck. Alright, we are fighting for it. I really want to win this, man. Alright, let's check the library. If you are curious, now we can make the deck. Alright, Nissa, some... no elementals though. And in the hand it's just lands that do something, so it's not nothing. And now we go for the throat. I mean, we go for the throw this, right? Then we can play Sheoldred and kill this one, while also having blocks every turn. I think that's the best. If he activates the Mishra's Foundry, we kill it with Torch the Tower. So our no. No, I didn't see Virtual Persistence. Why are you here even? Oh, that was from the Bramble. Alright, definitely a counterspell. And I guess this? Not looking perfect. Oh no, Xander! You're the betrayer, not the collector. Alright, it's not looking great so far. It's definitely, you know, drawing 2 cards every single turn definitely doesn't help your opponent to win. And let's see what we can still just hit Jace and win instantly, but I'm not sure if we can. Of course we go like this, we lose the Kotose, and we just draw a single card from our deck that makes sure that we win. Because he invested so many cards from his library into, you know, having this board state. So nearly 1 Jace wins, man. Just 3 cards out of 1 Jace winning the game. So when we draw 2, it will be very, very easy. We just need to draw 1 of them. Man, I'm saying I need to draw Jace way too often. This is why I was considering 4 of them. It's just such a strong card. Sure. I mean, why not at this point, right? Let's see what he discovers. Alright. I mean, everything dies except Xander to burn down the house. So maybe? Well, definitely not with this type of cards. If I activate it, I don't have enough. Yeah. Wait, I can draw 3 cards. I can mill him, that will be below 15, and now I have 3 cards to draw a Jace, and I'm still not good enough in Magic. Oh man, I really thought that will do it. Man, those were both of the cards that win the game. This gives us extra turn, and this wins us the game directly. Oh man, yeah, I must pick, but doesn't matter. Oh, this should be a win, man, in so many ways. Alright guys, but we had Lord Xander, so I'm kinda happy with this one. Alright guys, man, those were some games weren't there, and I'm so super happy that we managed to use Lord Xander the Collector, because that's the card that, well, it's so cool, but nobody ever uses it. It kinda works together with Jace, because milling half of the library is pretty good start for a mill plan. However, you could say that Teresa Mindbreaker kinda does the same thing, and you would be pretty right. Like, on the competitive side, definitely 7 mana is a lot. Your opponent is playing Atraxa, you are playing Lord Xander, and the fact that it rounds down is just brutal, man. Like, it wouldn't be broken if it rounded up. Believe me, Wizards, it's still fine. Still, it was an entertaining card, but probably more competitive cards were like Sheoldred, Kotose. They're quite cheap and they're hard. One of the ideas for the deck was that we kinda can fight the Atraxa decks with Kotose and the end. Kotose means that it has to be in the graveyard. So for this reason, that's why we also have mill. We can mill Atraxa, then target with Kotose, and make sure that Atraxa deck doesn't have Atraxa, which really helps, especially with uncounterable Antraxas. What can go wrong? What about Grixis Sloth? Is this absolutely broken tier 1/0 deck? No. You can definitely feel why Grixis isn't played very much. It just cannot answer, like similar to the Mir, right? You cannot answer all the clutter in the battlefield, enchantments, artifacts, you know, everything that is annoying. It also doesn't have life gain in the form of Emperor, so everything that isn't white and doesn't have farewell, Emperor and Sunfall feels weaker. Much weaker than other things. Burn down the house, on the other side, at least has a, you know, upside compared to the Sunfall. I really like the Devils. This is probably one of my favorite sweepers. However, sometimes it doesn't kill everything. It also hits the Planeswalkers, so sometimes it's an upside, sometimes it's a downside. So you can get some cool value from this, but overall, white sweepers are just simply the best. And you know, the Sunfall token is one of the reasons reasons we had so much trouble closing the game. We basically need Jace or Lord Xander or just Kotose, just getting 2 cards in one. That's how you close the game against, aggressive decks most of the time. With Maestros Charm, even though the card is absolutely amazing, a standard is so quick that for 3 mana you probably want to get 2 cards. You have seen that when we played this and we hit a counterspell and Memory Deluge, we could only take 1, and that really hurts, especially when you play 3 mana and they're all colored, so it sometimes means that you needed to pain yourself. So very, very expensive. Probably Quick Study would be a bit more versatile, even though this is insanely versatile. The removal is nice, but when you draw cards, and that's usually the mode you go for because it's the best value, you probably want to get some card advantage from this. Here, that's why we play both Memory Deluge and Maestros Charm and Celestus and Jace and Kotose. We have so much cardio because we cannot rely on Charm being in the cardio. So something to consider. It's uncommon, so you can craft it and see for yourself, but just more advanced gameplay. Why do you don't see Maestros Charm generally right now? You can tell me in the comments what do you think about Grixis. Like, I'm curious. You don't see it on the ladder at all, which is so weird because it was the most popular deck nearly a few months ago, but of course with Invoke the Spare Ban, suddenly the mid-rangey pile isn't as good as it used to be, and the standard keeps getting more and more aggressive and counterspells getting nerfed basically. So that's kinda it. Hopefully you had a great fun, and if you are a Lord Xander fan, I hope we did some fan service. That was one of the ideas for the deck. So thank you guys for being here, and see you tomorrow.